What bottles of bourbons and whiskeys are worth the price tag over 60 bucks? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Last week we did a video on bottles of bourbons and whiskeys that I thought were well worth it in that $40 to $60 range. I made the statement that most people are not willing to shell out money on a bottle of bourbon or whiskey over 60 bucks, and I still stand by that. But if you're doing a birthday party, a Christmas, a holiday event, or something like that, and you want to show up with something that is well worth the money, but a little bit more on the expensive side, but not over 100, these are 10 bottles of bourbons and whiskeys that you should probably contemplate on picking up. Before we get into mine, as always, I want to know what your favorite bottles of bourbons and whiskeys are in that $60 to $100 tier range. But without further ado, let's get into bottle number one. With bottle number one, we are starting off with a big dog, probably the biggest dog on the list, and that is the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batched Releases. This, in my humblest opinion, is the best bang for your buck for barrel proof, delicious, higher aged whiskeys out there on the market right now. You get the A, B, and C release, 3 releases a year. Some of them sit on the shelves a little bit longer than others. If you guys remember last year, C923 was a big heavy hitter, one of the best releases in quite a while, if not the best ever. And the C release for 2024 is starting to hit the shelves now. So on the bar top here, I have the A123. So it was last year's first release. Still a really good pour. The last one that had the distinctive 12-year age statement on the bottle. But again, Elijah Craig's are the cream of the crop. You're going to be spending anywhere from 70 upwards to like 80 to 85 in most areas for this, and you are not going to be disappointed whatsoever. If you can't find these, make sure you take a look and see if a store has a single barrel pick. So that's going to be bottle number one. Let's get into bottle number two. Bottle number two, we're going with the 2XO releases. These are anywhere from $90 to $100. They're 7 to 9 year old bourbon whiskeys, higher ride bourbons for that. And then they're finished in a secondary oak cask to give a little bit more of a special nuance to what this bottle of bourbon has to offer. Dixon Dedman has done phenomenal jobs with all of these. The sneaker blend that is now out right now, I have not picked it up, but I did get a chance to try it. Might be my favorite of the releases so far. If you take a look at the Phoenix blend, his first one, that was all on the sweeter side. The Innkeeper blend here that I have on the bar top was the big, bold, spicy rye. And then that sneaker head just gives a nice little marriage of the two in a very nice, well-balanced way. But again, a little bit more expensive. You're spending 90 to 100 bucks on 104 proof whiskey, but you're getting a really, really nice product for that and a really beautiful bottle as well. Let's get into bottle number three. Bottle number three is going to be going to Baker's 7. Now, this is 107 proof, supposedly 7-year aged whiskey. But if you look on the white band on the top of the bottle, it will actually tell you how old that single barrel is. Mine specifically is 8 years, 1 month old. So it's older than that 7-year Baker's 7 statement that these are supposedly at least going to be. Some of them are going to be on that 7-year 2 months, 7-year 11 month. But I've seen some older than 8 years and 6 months. Let me know down in the comments below what your Baker's 7-year is in the comments. But mine is absolutely delicious. Hit that 8-year mark, and man, oh man, 107 proof bottle of Beam bourbon just goes a long way, and I absolutely love Baker's 7. I know a lot of you guys do out there as well. And that's why it deserves a spot on this list for that $70, $75. Well worth it. Let's get into bottle number 4. Bottle number 4 is going to go to one that is brand new to me and I have fallen in love with since I tried it at a bourbon tasting, and I needed to get a bottle of it, and man, oh man, I did just that. Ironclad out of Virginia is bringing in a bottle of bourbon that is using an older style corn. One that, you know, me and you wouldn't see in the grocery store and think about eating, but they're using it in their mash and creating a bottle of bourbon that is absolutely spectacular. This is the Old Kernel from Ironclad Distilling Company from Newport News, Virginia. They're using a Pungo Creek Mills heirloom corn that just brings in this really like just bold sweetness that just wraps this bottle of bourbon around and gives it a nice little whirlwind in your mouth. And I absolutely fell in love with the day I tasted it, and I've gone to this bottle a couple of times since I got it. We're going to be doing a full deep dive into Ironclad Distillery. We got a couple of bottles from them for you guys to get a review of, and I can't wait to get into that review, because this distillery from Virginia is well worth it. And all you guys from Virginia, if you haven't heard of them, make sure you go take a look at what they have to offer, because it is darn good juice, in my humblest opinion. So that's going to be bottle number 4, Ironclad's The Old Kernel. Let's get into bottle number 5. Bottle number 5 is going to go to probably the most hard to find bottle on this list. We talk so highly about the Jack Daniel's 12 year, right? We all know it's delicious, but we can't find that bottle a lot of times. We really can't find the Jack Daniel's 10. But for a bottle of bourbon that you can find for MSRP anywhere from 80 to 95 bucks. I was lucky enough to get it for under 100. Some places are charging a little bit more than that, which is very unfortunate, but it is well worth it, right? You're getting a really nice age statement on this Jack Daniel's. 97 proof, brings in like this peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a way, and I love this Jack Daniel's 10. It's not as good as the 12 year, but if you can't find the 12 year, you will be happy and joyful to have the Jack Daniel's 10 year for that $60 to $100 tier range, and it is well worth it, in my personal opinion. I know a lot of you guys will agree with me on that. If you can't get the 12, you're going to be happy with the 10. Let's get to bottle number 6. Bottle number 6 is going to go to Redwood Empire Cast Strength Offerings. I'm talking about all 3 of them. The Pipe Dream, the Emerald Giant, and the Lost Monarch. On the bar top here, we do have the Pipe Dream, which is the bourbon. The Emerald Giant is the rye, and then the Lost Monarch is the Boo Rye Blend. This is coming in at 116.8 proof, and it's delicious. I've had samples of other batches of these, and they're just all just as good as the previous one. And I can't talk highly enough about what Redwood Empire is doing and their mission and their drive and just the whole scheme around this bottle of whiskey and the empire that they have over there. But if you haven't had it already, Redwood Empire's cast strength offerings are some of the best younger whiskey out there, in my personal opinion. And for 65, 70 bucks, you're not going to be disappointed with it. And it looks darn good on the shelf as well. I love that dark label. Yeah, Redwood Empire doing great stuff, putting great stuff out there on the market for you and me. Let's get into our next bottle. Bottle number 7 is going to be going to this bad boy right here, Knob Creek 12 year. You guys probably didn't think it was going to be on this list. Well, I'm telling you right now, it is. Knob Creek 12 year, 100 proof bottle of 12-year-old whiskey that is just killer. It is the best age statement and bang for your buck for the proof and what you get. Now, Elijah Craig is the best bang for your buck barrel proof. This is the best bang for your buck just all around, for age, for proof, for drinkability, enjoyability, bringing around ability, doing ability, whatever you want to do ability with this bottle, it's got that ability to do it. I can't. You guys will talk about it in the comments below. I know you will. Knob Creek 12 year is the cream of the crop, best age for it, the best proof for it. It's just, for that, it is the best all-around whiskey for me, and I'm going to say for a lot of you, you can get this for 65, upwards of 75 bucks, and you're not going to be disappointed with Knob Creek 12 year if you've never had it before. Check the comments below, because I know a lot of the bourbon connoisseurs out there are going to be talking about this bottle below. Let's get into bottle number 8. Bottle number 8, we are going to go with Maker's Mark Private Selects. Now, most of the time, stores are going to be allowing you to taste sample their select and see if you like that profile. Because on this label right here, you'll see that it's got different staves and profiles that each and every one are going to have. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, pushing thousands and thousands of different profiles that Maker's Mark is able to do with all the different staves that they have. So one store's pick is going to be completely different than next store's unless they pick the exact same stave profile, which is very, very rare. You're not going to be disappointed with this. I've had multiple picks. I was part of a pick. It's an experience like none other. And you know, you can't go wrong. So if you're in the Adelphia, Central Jersey, East Brunswick area, go to Adelphia's, pick up the pick that I was a part of, and you will see what my flavor profile and a lot of the other guys thought about with that whiskey going in on that one. But nonetheless, you're not going to be disappointed with these. Make sure you taste them first at the store and pick up these, because 65, 70 bucks, you're getting really good barrel proof Maker's Mark whiskey that you're not going to be disappointed with. Let's get into our 2 final bottles. All right, so for our last 2 bottles, we have a rye and then we have a blended whiskey. Our rye for bottle number 9 is gonna go to the Hard Truth Sweet Mash Barrel Proof Rye Whiskey. This was sent to us from Hard Truth a while ago, and I'm sipping it slowly because this thing is absolutely fantastic. $79, $80. You're gonna get a bottle of rye whiskey that you will wish was never ending. I can't tell you that enough. This thing is absolutely delicious. What Hard Truth is doing over there, putting out some fantastic offerings with their bourbons and their ryes and whatever else they're putting out. I have not had one offering from Hard Truth that I have not liked, and this one is no joke. This one comes in at 115.8 proof. Came from Rack House 2, batch number 8. There were only 30 barrels in this blend, and it was dumped on 7/19/2023. I don't know if it has an age statement on it. It's over 2 years old. That's all we know about this. And for the color and the drink factor on this, it's well worth it. That's why we had Hard Truth on here. Let's get into our 10th and final bottle. Bottle number 10 is going to go to the High Bank Distillery Company Whiskey War Barrel Proof Blended Whiskey. This is coming in at 116.10 proof, and it's a blend of a bunch of different whiskeys. And I didn't really think that I was going to be the biggest fan of this specific bottle, but I wanted to try it out. So High Bank sent it out my way, and I've put in a couple of blinds. I got to do a full review on this bottle here for you guys, but this has put other whiskeys and bourbons and ryes to bed. It is absolutely fantastic. It's about 65, 70 bucks, and you're not going to be disappointed whatsoever in this beautiful bottle of whiskey. It's not a bourbon, it's not a rye, it's a blended whiskey. I don't really know what specifically is in there. I don't know if they know specifically what is blended in there, but whatever they blended into this bottle is some really delicious juice that just blended and married very well and came out with an amazing, fantastic product that well deserves to be on this list. I wanted to bring you guys some offerings that we all know and love, and some other offerings that, you know, as a whiskey YouTuber and, you know, somebody who is fortunate enough to get some stuff to sample and review for you guys, that you guys might not think about going out and picking up or even looking up and seeing if it's available for you. So that's why I put in some old stuff that we all know and some new stuff that some of you might not know. So let me know in the comments below what you took from this, your favorite bottles, your least favorite bottles. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop that like, smash the subscribe button. It's free, helps the channel out like crazy. 9,000 subscribers. We are doing the information on what the 10,000 subscriber giveaway is going to be. Check the link out down below for the Patreon. But until next time, this has been Nathan, the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.